If you feel like your makeup isn't makeuping, it's not showing up in photos, I have everything right here to show you step by step. Skin prep is really important. This is my absolute favorite to use for very heavy and like nighttime looks. It's the Merit Great Skin Moisturizer. We want the makeup to makeup, so I'm going to be applying a lot of makeup. I want a very blurring primer like the Huda Beauty one. This blurs, mattifies, makes your pores disappear. I also like to lightly tap this in underneath my eye. My favorite foundation, especially for nighttime looks, it's the Huda Easy Blur Foundation. You really only just need very little. It is very full coverage in my opinion. Go in with my finger first. Brush will absorb a lot of the product. It's matte, but you still see that glow. Huda Beauty concealer in the shade Cotton Candy provides the best coverage, and it's hydrating. It's not dry on my skin either. And when you're putting on concealer, actually put it on, because in photos you want that contrast between the highlight and the contour areas. Let's get very close and personal. I keep using the Haus Labs. I like to kind of concentrate it up here. I want more of a lifted look. There's a really nice glow to it. The Mario Soft Sculpt. I want to chisel out my cheekbones, contour out and chisel some of my jaw, the forehead, of course. Going back to the foundation brush, press over the edges of the blush and the contour. I want a blank base. This is the Makeup by Mario Master Mattes, the original. The lightest brown nudie color right here. Working this into the crease. I'm gonna pick up this. I'm gonna make sure that I'm a little bit lower than the first color. That versus that. Up this shade right here. Layer this like on top of the other colors. Buff out the edges so that it's a little bit more seamless. I'm gonna pick up this even darker brown. I really just want this like right here. I'm gonna pull back and snatch the eyes. And go back to the first brush, blend the edge right here. Pick up this darkest brown into this like very corner part of my eye, almost like right above the lashes. Go into this like fold right here, and like a V shape, really pulling the eyes back, giving them a very catty look. Go back to the second blending brush and slightly blend around the edges of that pigment. I'm picking up the whitest shade. And I stop about like halfway to the very first brush, blend in these edges right here. The new MAC Elevated Mascara flat definer brush, and I'm gonna pick up this dark brown color. I'm creating a wing that mimics the very last eyelash. Close my eyes, fill this gap. Going to this brush and picking up that same brown color. Smoke this even though my eyelashes are on the way. Set my face before I go any further with the eye. Clean up underneath the eye. Things back like this highlight line right that like lifts your face. I like to go in with a setting spray before powder. This is from YSL. Helps the setting powder just apply so much more seamlessly. I'm using Huda Beauty, of course. If you want your makeup to makeup, you're gonna have to do this. Swirl on the back of my hand. Press this into my eye. Underneath all that contour, go along the wing. Press this into the skin. A setting powder is so essential because I'm not walking out of the house looking like this. This is lifting and sculpting and blurring. YSL All Hours Bronzer. This is the shade 02. Back to the powder brush with whatever's left over, blending out the edges. Dragon Fruit Days by Haus Labs. And blend everything out. YSL setting spray, restore hydration. Everything looks so much more skin-like, and I have that glow restored to my face. Got this brown shade right here. Open up the eyes and make them look a little bit bigger. Have a dramatic eye, you need a little bit of a lash. If you're afraid of lashes, try the Ardell Pre-Map lashes. On this eye, the least intimidating and easiest to use lashes because they're already pre-cut. Elevated mascara down here. Using the Pat McGrath Sublime Skin Highlights will help lift cheekbones, especially in flash photos. Right underneath the arch to lift the brows, like a little inner eye moment. Right underneath the wing. Pull out cork. Blend this into the lip. I'm gonna put this in the center to lighten it up.